High School Musical, the series, is now on Disney Plus, one of their first original series that they have produced for the streaming service. Now, what is it? Well, here's my best way of trying to explain what it is. So, it is a documentary, I think, about the high school where the film High School Musical was shot, putting on a musical version of High School Musical, because in this world, High School Musical was a movie, even though it's at the same high school as the movie, and yet there's a documentary being made about them putting on a musical, but there's no explanation as to why there's a documentary being made. I really don't know how to explain it better than that, and I don't even think the creators know how to explain it better than that, because what the fuck was this show? So my best guess as to why this is shot in a documentary style is because they saw that young people are cool and hip, and they wanted to make an Office-style documentary because the young and cool people like The Office. And so they shot it that way, but it makes no goddamn sense. They frame the interviews like perfectly center talking to us. It never feels like they're talking to an actual camera crew or anything like that. And the way that they frame it is not good. That's not how you should do it. If you're a film person, you know this. But if you're not, you probably don't care. But this is really annoying to me. And despite it being filmed in a documentary style, there are scenes where there are multiple camera angles, where camera people are, but you should see, by the way the shots are framed, you should see where the other cameramen are, but you don't. So, if you can imagine, the two people are here, and then, you have the back and forth conversation, one person here, one person there. There's also, another camera person over there, another camera person over there, and, with those angles, they should be able to see the other camera people, but you don't. Now, I'm not saying The Office was perfect in, how they did their style, but they were consistent. This is inconsistent. There's an auditorium scene, where the drama teacher reveals that it's we're doing High School Musical. And, with how many different shots all throughout the gymnasium there are, we should see where the camera people are. But we don't. And also, they must have the greatest boom mic in the world if they're able to pick up all those people. Because, how? My mind is broken. There's no reason for it to be shot in a documentary style because it breaks the rules of documentary filmmaking. There's a literal flashback scene that they cut back to twice in the show. So, what's the point of documentary style if you're just doing it normal? The only thing that they add to the documentary style is just they talk to the camera, in the interviews. That's it. If you don't even know it's a documentary, if you cut out those interviews, it's shot like a normal show. So, the flashback would make sense then. The musical number that they, inexplicably go from documentary into musical, just like that, a seamless transition, it would make sense. But because it's a documentary style, it makes no sense at all. So those flashbacks, it's that was way before this documentary was being made. Also, there's no explanation given for why there's a documentary being made at all in the show. So, there's no reason given. It's just, they're there. A simple, one-line explanation is all I would need, but there is no explanation given. So, who's the documentary being made for? Also, why is there a documentary being made about a high school just doing a musical of High School Musical? That's pretty generic if you ask me. There's nothing special about that. So, I don't know. You know Riverdale? You know that show? The 26-year-old, 16-year-old teens? Yeah, it's basically like that, just nowhere near as insane as it is. But if you know generic high school shows like that, oh boy, this is generic as hell. If you know all the cliches of the characters, the plot, you know where this shit's gonna go. And boy, howdy, does it go there. And no, I don't like it. I really don't like it. The dialogue is not good. The performances are fine. The actors are good. They can sing well. I'm glad for them. I'm glad they have this opportunity, but they need better scripts. This feels like it was written by a middle-aged white man, and was it? It was, which is annoying. Why does this exist? Why are you doing this to me? You know, you could say that, like, you know, I didn't have to watch this, but nah, I'm a curious person by nature. I want to see what they could do, because I had expectations. I wanted them to do something good, because, you know, the High School Musical trilogy is not that bad. It's not the greatest, but, you know, it's not that bad either. It doesn't necessarily feel generic, but doesn't not feel generic, if that makes sense. This is generic. This is exactly what you expect it to be through and through, and some people, they're fine with that. I've seen people tweet about the show, they enjoy it, and I'm happy that you enjoy it. But I expect more from this show, especially because, like, you know, it obviously has a much higher budget, it has more time, and it's doing it in a different style, so I expected more. And I got less. And I don't know how. Now, the characters, don't care about any of them. None of them are really that great of people. Not saying that they've done bad things, they're just, you're all dumbasses. Like, I don't like any of you. Like, the main kid, I don't know what his name, not discount Troy because that's who he's going to be playing in the musical. Don't care for him. It was just like, oh, you're going to be doing this bullshit. Oh, okay. Don't care for you. The discount Gabriella, you're fine, I guess. There's nothing really to you, though. The jealous boyfriend that's, you know, going to be a rival between him and discount Troy, whoopee-dee-doo, I've never seen that before, and I definitely don't know where it's going to go. Surprise me, will you? They'll get back together in the end? Oh my god, who could have foreseen that? Oh, every single person that's seen any high school show ever. Yes, I know where the show is going to go. It's not going to surprise me in any measure whatsoever. So, why not take those expectations and subvert them? Why not do something new? Play yourself off as generic, but then throw twists and turns in there. Do something different. You have the ability to go more dramatic and do different things, but you're perplexingly choosing not to, and I don't know why. Like, it baffles me. I don't get it. Now, the new drama teacher. Why? Why is she written the way she is? This is exactly what I expect this character to be, and I hate that. Like, she makes jokes like this.
Had never staged a production of High School Musical, the musical. I was shocked, inspired, and triggered as a millennial.
Wow, it's so funny, so relatable. God, I hate you so much. I hate the show. Yeah, this show's not good, and this is only the first episode! These episodes are released weekly! I don't even know how long this season is. I don't know how long we're going to be able to take it for. It's poorly written, poorly directed. The concept makes no goddamn sense whatsoever. The characters I don't like. The actors are doing a fine job, but that's about it. The singing's good, at least, thank God. But it's not good. I'm going to give High School Musical, the series, Episode 1, The Audition, a 2 out of 10. That is the lowest grade I've ever given to anything on this channel. This is amazing. Why is this happening to me? This show broke my brain. This is only the first episode. Yeah, if you've seen the first episode of High School Musical, the series, let me know what you thought. If you think I'm wrong. If you thought I'm wrong, I don't care. I hate this show with a burning passion. It's not good. If you hate the show like me, shout it out in the comments below, because I want this show to be better, because I don't want things to be bad. I want things to be better. That's why I kind of do this. It's to point out the flaws, so that way things can become better. And yet, Hollywood doesn't learn. And this is not good at all. So yeah, subscribe to make sure that I don't lose my sanity. And if I do, that should be entertaining to watch. Okay, I'll see you all next time. I'm gonna go fix my brain. Okay, goodbye.